Hey guys, sorry about no Tuesday treadmill talks. There's not going to be any more videos this week. This is the only video coming up. Um, where do I begin? It's been a very difficult week for me, and it's Tuesday. I'll preface this with this. Masked Panther once told me that I was one of the most realist YouTubers he had ever seen. And today I really thought of that. I got sent home from work today. Because, well, let's get into it. Sunday, I find out that Max, my black cat, he's been in several videos. His kidneys are failing and he had to be put down Monday morning. I took him to the vet and he got put down. I went to school that day. I missed a class, but I did the majority of school that day. I came home. I buried him. 11:30 rolls around last night. Get a call from my grandmother that my grandfather passed away. For those of you who don't know, a few of you do know, back when I left YouTube for those 2 weeks, there was another reason, and it was the combination of the diversity in comics thing, and my grandfather had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I didn't want to tell anyone about this. I told Matt Wilkins and Dylan and a couple others that was happening. And because I didn't know how long he had, they gave him a month and a half at the time. He surpassed a year. It was a year. It was actually around Valentine's Day he got diagnosed. We found out a little later. Over a year later, he passed away. So I came into work today, and mind you, I've been in shock, I suppose you could say. I cried a whole lot, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. The pet I had from first grade on had to be put down. I fucking cried. Yeah, I'm going to admit it. I cried. But my grandfather passed. It was like getting knocked out. Like literally physically being knocked out. I went to bed. I slept for a few hours. I got up. I got up, I woke up and I just laid there in bed for at least an hour and a half. And that's something I don't ever do. I just laid down in my bed for an hour and a half. I got up to do a Tuesday treadmill talks, and I did a 3-minute one. I didn't even work out. I'm not gonna lie. I just was going to do the Tuesday treadmill talks and be like, okay, get this done. Just say I'm not going to be doing any videos for the rest of the week. I get up to the gym, my gym. I get on the treadmill, and I just was very angry. Just really, really, really actually furious. And I finished the video, and I'm walking back to my house to get breakfast, and I'm like, I can't release this. I just can't. It's going to upset people. Including myself. So I deleted it. Or if I have it, it's on the phone still and it will be deleted. So I went to work. And it hit me. It's like getting a fucking cinder block thrown into your stomach. It was just painful. It finally hit me and my grandfather's gone. You know? Shit. And my supervisor's like, I told her, and she's like, Jeremy, just go home. And I'm like, okay. So I got home, I was in the car, and I'm like, I need to make a video. I need to make a video talking about this. I need to make a video talking about community on YouTube. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been one of those people who's been very anti-community. Didn't see the point in it. After the diversity in comics thing and the bad blood with the YouTube comic community over that, I had no desire to ever be a part of a community again. I mean, granted, I get roped into being in a community technically in order to group people on YouTube. Comic Book Estate essentially said that in his contest entry to my 100 subs contest. And I was okay with that. I personally didn't think of that. And then as I got in the car, I'm like, man, if I were part of a community, I would have more of a support system than I have now. Granted, I have somewhat of a support system on YouTube. I got my admins from Star Wars Reviewers and Crossroads. I have Matt. The list goes on, but I can't be the only one who's gone through this and been on YouTube. I thought we need to have a support group. I don't mean specifically. We all need to stick together and help each other out when we have situations like this. I didn't realize the importance of community until about 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, I have to make a video. I have to discuss how important this is. We just, in order for us, I'm not just talking about the EU movement, but I am at the same time talking about all of these YouTubers who watch me, that I watch. We mutually like each other's videos. We need to stick together if we're going to survive on this website. YouTube has been doing all sorts of things with the Wright brothers trying to copyright the term copyright video. Ray William Johnson getting sued over copyright. YouTube is on its toes, and they will punish the small channels. That is what they've always done, and that's what they always will do. They will beat us small and micro channels into submission and let the big YouTubers do whatever the fuck they want. That's how it's always been. It's how it probably always is going to be. But we need to stick together because we are the majority here, people. We, us, the content providers with under 1,000 subscribers, with, 2,000 subscribers and lower. We're the small channels. Hell, I'm a micro channel. I have less than 200 subscribers at this point. We all need to stick together. Because if we're the majority and we're organized, if such a thing like this whole Fine Brothers copyright thing, they attempt to flag us, we can stand up against them. I can't imagine YouTube doing well when it sees that the majority of its content suddenly disappears because people just don't want to make videos anymore. But we just need to stick together. If one of us is going through a hard time, they should know that they have people supporting them on here. And I know I do, for a fact. But some of you might not. And I want you to know that I support you in all of the hard stuff you go through in life. Okay? I support you. And I guarantee that I'm not the only one who would support you. So, I'll just leave you with that sentiment while I talk about what's going to happen this week and next week. This week, not a lot of content's going to come out. In fact, none to this point. Maybe a haul. I'm not sure. No review on Sunday. I'm not doing that on Easter. I'm not doing a review on Easter. But you'll get your regular content back by Tuesday of next week. I just need a week off. School stress on top of all of this death. And yeah, that's my video for this week. If you ever said, I only want to watch one of your videos, I hope it's this one. I think this is the most important video I've ever had to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So I want you guys to chew that over. In fact, I want you to come talk to me about this. I want to get you all involved here. Comment down below. I'll link my Twitter, my group, my Facebook groups, my Instagram. I'll just give you the works. So anyway, guys, have a nice day.